We are currently at the Hangzhou Airport in Shanghai. We woke up at 3:30 this morning to take a car to catch our flight to Xiamen.
We're James and Kelly with 2 tickets around the world. We're currently living in China teaching English. We use our holidays and weekends to get out to explore, bringing you along with us. In this video, we take a 3-hour flight to Fujian to see the famous Tulou buildings.
Xiamen is in Fujian province, which is known for the Tulou Villages. These villages are special because they're built in these circular structures and they're all spread out through Fujian. We're spending this weekend traveling to some of these villages and then coming back to Suzhou before the Spring Festival holiday begins. We just made our first stop in Hakka Village. Pulled over real quick to get some lunch because we are starving. Looks like we got some rice and a nice little dish. I don't know what this is currently, but it looks good. It smells really good. Let's dig in. The Hakka people who built these Tulous come from the north. Now they migrated here almost 600 years ago. The reason why they built these Tulous is because they needed to defend themselves against the mountain people that already lived here. So they built these buildings completely symmetrical, 3 stories high, and with thick mud walls in order to defend themselves from any oncoming attack. They're also able to shut the doors of these Tulous and live inside for long periods of time to protect themselves. The Hakka people today still preserve their vegetables, and you can see walking around their villages lots of greens being laid out along the walls and railings throughout the village. And what they're doing is they're drying out these vegetables to preserve them so they can eat them throughout the entire year. The inside of each Tulou would contain everything that they would need to survive. They would have a well for a water source, they would have crops and grain that would be growing inside in the center courtyard. They would have animals, and the entire second floor would be used for storage, that they would store their food and grain.
This cluster is very unique because it is made up of 5 different Tulous, 3 circles, 1 oval, and 1 square. And these represent the 5 elements of China.
We were invited over to get some tea inside of the first Tulou that we visited. And he let us try the 3 teas that they make and told us a little bit about the village.
18 families live in this, and he's one of them.
They go to school in the countryside, and some of them take jobs farming, but they all live here together in the same building. It's pretty interesting seeing this many people kind of like live so close together in such an interesting building. We are in the square building now. The upper stories are where all the families live, and then down on the first floor is kind of the communal living area.
We are now inside the oval building, and as you can see, it's kind of similar to the rest of them besides the shape, and this one has more restaurants than tourist shops that you saw on the other ones.
For this trip, we hired a private driver through a contact that we found in Fujian. So he picked us up from the airport and is driving us to all of the villages and our entire schedule. It's really nice because we don't have to find all the places and we don't have to find transportation everywhere. It's all, he's gonna take us everywhere.
Paid 10 kwai for us to go up to the top so we can take a picture of the whole Tulou. And this one's actually very large. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 stories tall. We're now on the 4th floor of the Tulou, and you can walk out, you can see all of the homes and the center. These are empty, so you can take a look and see just how small these houses are. In each Tulou, the rooms that families live in are supposed to be the exact same size to represent equality throughout their whole family.
We just arrived at the Yuching Tulou. You can see behind me that we have to walk across a nice little river to get to the Tulous behind me. I think there's about 4. So let's go ahead and go in and see what we see.
We are now in the Yuching Tulou. This Tulou is almost 300 years old, and it consists of 3 floors, and each floor has 34 rooms, which means it's a total of 102 rooms.
More than 100 people.
对啊，你看很多啊，有了毛主席啊。
马斯啊。
你看这些都有住人。这个洗澡的，
小的。
对呀。1楼、2楼、3楼。
嗯。
这个是木偶。这个是我们的小店铺。
This is your store.
对啊，有花生，抽花生不用钱。从小住在这边，我的祖辈也是。茶喝得惯吗？我可以泡红茶给你喝。
Do you drink your tea quickly?
Oh.
I can brew black tea for you.
我跟他一起拍照。
James. Everyone we have met here is very nice.
我们在这里遇到的每个人都很好。
谢谢啊。
Do many people visit you now?
现在有很多人来拜访您吗？
没有。
没有。
At that time to build this earth building, mainly for defense.
Ah. The defense for the...
我们是因为战乱才从北方迁徙到南方的。
We migrated from the north to the south because of the war.
We just finished having tea with one of the residents of this Tulou. He told us that the Hakka people greet visitors with tea. And he said that there hasn't been many people coming to this Tulou recently, so he's very happy to see us and he had lots of questions.
We are now in the Yuching Tulou, and this one was built in the 1400s, and it has been reconstructed in order to make it an exhibition hall. And not only that, but each floor has 56 rooms, and this place is huge. Can you imagine having your whole family living in here? We are not at our last Tulou, the Hakka Village, and we are going to go and explore some and see more of the Tulous. Am I saying it right?
Tulou.
Tulou, I'm saying Tulou. Okay, ready. We are now at our final village, the Yuching Tulou. And now, our first stop is to walk through the entryway of this one.
Our first Tulou of the day is Chungguai Tulou. This Tulou was built in 1963 and has 3 floors and 38 rooms on each floor.
This square Tulou is the Yuching Tulou. It is 12 meters high with 30 rooms on each floor, and it was built between 1638 and 1643, so it's almost 400 years old. We are now at the Yuching Tulou. It was built between 1736 and 1793. However, it was destroyed by a fire, so it was rebuilt in 1954.
Now we are wrapping up our trip here in Fujian. This is our last Tulou that we are visiting. If you want to see where we stayed here in our trip, please click the link above.
Thank you so much for watching our video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, and if you have any questions, leave us a comment, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
再见.
再见.